Good morning, Copper Basin. Today is Thursday, September 25th, 2014. I'm Reed O'Neill.
And I'm Brooklyn Denninger, and this is CBTV News in 9.
On today's show, we'll be talking about YouTube airings, the Binky Bandit, and a good reason to move.
Let's get the show started.
If you happen to miss an episode of CBTV, all our shows are uploaded to YouTube by 9:15. Just search Copper Basin Cougars and look for the red cougar paw. Enough about YouTube. Let's go to weather.
Today is going to be mostly sunny with highs in the mid-60s to lower 80s and light winds, while tonight will be mostly cloudy with lows in the 50s and light winds. Friday is going to be mostly sunny with highs in the 70s to lower 80s and light winds. Now let's get back to the anchors.
Thanks for the weather, Riley. Let's hear a PSA.
Today, the governor of Tennessee signed a law that promises free community college tuition to every high school graduate in the state. Vicente Arenas tells us how it works.
Have you ever had a parent come to you and say, I wish my kid could go to college, but we don't have the money?
All the time.
Michael Steele is principal of Stratford STEM Magnet High School in Nashville. More than half of the seniors here applied to college.
Most of our students live below the poverty line. Many of them don't have parents directly involved in their lives. Many of them live with guardians. Many of them live with state foster homes. And we have some that are homeless.
The Tennessee Promise will use $34 million a year from lottery funds to cover tuition for a 2-year degree.
Our family, instead of 2 steps back, we're like getting 2 steps up.
Najee Mansfield plans to enroll and become a teacher. Her mother works the night shift at Walmart.
I thought I was just going to have to take out a million loans and be paying them till I'm dead.
30 cities have similar programs, but Tennessee is unique because its offer has fewer restrictions.
Tennessee will be the very first state in the country to make that guarantee to its people.
This was Governor Bill Haslam's idea. A third of Tennesseans have a college degree. He wants to raise that to 55%.
Do you think some people might call it an entitlement program?
We have a lot of entitlement programs in this country, and we've seen how much they cost us on the back end when people don't have the education they need. I'd say let's make the investment on the front end. I think it'll be better for the individual and better for our state in the long term.
Workers with a 2-year degree earn about $57,000, while those with only a high school diploma make about $35,000.
Our mock trial exercise will be
But critics of the Tennessee Promise have said it would siphon lottery money from other scholarship programs and discourage students from working hard. Principal Steele expects the opposite.
I think it's going to have a huge impact on high school kids just giving a greater effort because they know that the next 2 years is going to be taken care of.
The Tennessee Promise goes into effect next year. Vicente Arenas, CBS News, Nashville.
In other news today, an Oklahoma City police are currently looking for a suspect carjacker, but his most distinguishing feature isn't a tattoo or a scar, it's a pacifier. The suspect has been dubbed the Binky Bandit, and he is alleged to have been robbed and carjacked a victim Friday night in front of a business parking lot. A surveillance tape taken near the area shows the suspect sucking hard on a pacifier. Now let's go to the sports.
There was a golf tournament on the 27th, and your sports story for today is that because of fears that the Japanese, who had attacked Pearl Harbor less than a month earlier, might attack California, the Rose Bowl game of 1942 between Oregon State and Duke University was moved east to Duke's hometown in Durham, North Carolina. It didn't, however, help the home team. Oregon won 20-16. Now let's get back to the anchors.
Well, thanks for sports. After any hard work, always like something to eat. So let's go to lunch.
In line 1, we'll be having soft tacos, pinto beans, corn, juice, and milk. Line 2 is fish strips, roasted potatoes, hush puppies, juice, and milk. And for breakfast tomorrow, in line 1, we will be having tenderloin, biscuit and gravy, juice, and milk. And line 2, sausage biscuit, and juice, and milk. That's all for lunch.
Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly.
Thanks for the lunch, Holly. A random fact is the smell of Crayola crayons is one of the 20 most recognizable scents among adults. On from that, let's go to a PSA.
America's Navy, a global force for good.
I'd like to remind everybody about the Tennessee Promise that you now have your college paid for 2 years, which is a pretty good amount of time. All you gotta do is make sure you get applied for that as soon as possible. As for announcements, there are no birthdays today. You know, that bandit must have really sucked.
That's all the time we have for today's show.
We'll see you tomorrow on CBTV News at 9.